From the bright lights of New York City straight to your living room, the Octagon takes center stage. V-Chain UFC 322 brings Islam Makhachev versus Jack Del Maddalena in a clash of champions. And DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of UFC, puts every kick, clinch, and finish in the palm of your hand. New customers, turn $5 into $300 instantly if your bet wins. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use the code SONNEN. Stay in on the action and use your bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Love the thrill of live betting? Bet live on star, player props, and in-progress games right as they happen. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. New customers turn $5 into $300 instantly in bonus bets if your pick wins. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
All right, hey, hold on. Hold on, you guys got to say what's up to my buddy.
What up, what up, what up? You know what I'm saying? Go out, check us out.
Are you in town for the UFC by any chance?
Now I'm here because Total on 112 is here performing. My wife's singing the group Total. Check it out. You probably don't know.
There you go.
So I know you know who Biggie.
I know Biggie.
My wife is the girl that sings on that record.
Respect.
Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I met you.
All right. Pleasure meeting you too.
Thanks, brother.
I wish you much success with your video.
Thank you.
All right.
So I jumped in an elevator 5 minutes ago and I was making you guys a video. I turned it off. I turned it off because I was embarrassed. I didn't want to make the guy uncomfortable. Yeah, and he goes, no, keep it running. He goes, I don't care if you run a video. So, all right, that's my boy.
All right.
See you, buddy.
Enjoy, man.
You too. All right. So that was kind of cool. I don't know if that made sense for you guys, but I hope that you took that in. That dude was cool. And not everybody you meet, right? Ran into a bunch of jerks out here. In fact, I ran into a jerk earlier today, bringing my attitude down. But I'll tell you about something that happened. So it's media day. Now, I've got to put myself in this because I did media yesterday, which was Ariel Helwani. I made comments to Ariel Helwani that other media picked up. They took my comments, they ran with it a little bit. And now Khabib was speaking to it earlier today. And whether Khabib just had the same idea or he was taking it from me, Ariel had asked, and what I had shared, and a bunch of the dirt sheets had picked up, is the fight that the UFC is looking for the White House currently. Now you gotta understand, there is no White House card. I mean, this is like one of the more annoying topics. It's a futuristic card at a date yet to be determined by a promoter who is not currently licensed in the jurisdiction for a venue that is not yet built. I mean, right? Like, it's really annoying to talk about it. But it doesn't change the fact that it's a phenomenon right now. And Ariel said to me, what do you think they're gonna do? And I go, well, you know, what the bigger fights are, what the biggest fight is that they're working on, what they are currently working, there's changes, right? There's changes week to week. But the answer to the question for right now, and what I told Ariel, is Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria. That is the fight that is tentatively penciled in. Now, Chimaev and Bo Nickel, by the way, you tell me what you want about that right now. I'm telling you, by that time is a potential. And then, of course, you've got the Jon Jones, Alex Pereira. So Ariel asked me, goes, well, what do you think the biggest fight is? And I said, well, you know, I hear what your question is of what do I think the biggest fight is, but the way I'm interpreting you asking me that is what is the biggest fight that I think that they are going after? And the answer to that question is Islam and Ilia. So Khabib does some media today. Khabib talks about it. But he doesn't just talk about Islam and Ilia. He takes it on specifically. He goes head on with Jon Jones versus Pereira. Straight up, head on. Jones Pereira is not the world's biggest fight. Islam versus Ilia is. Okay. He's not right, but he's not wrong by much. So you know, what would put you over that hump? Well, one of them fighting. I mean, quite simply, Islam having a great performance at Madison Square Garden, becoming, I guess, what we would look at as champ, not technically champ, but what we would view as champ. That would add to it. Ilia is supposedly doing something on Paramount in a couple of months. Let's say that goes well. You know, the fight right now of Ilia Islam versus Jones Pereira, it's a close enough battle in terms of you're just trying to predict what the bigger fight is. It's a close enough battle that if you threw a little fuel on one of those fights, it would take the lead, which is where Khabib's right. It's where that point comes in. Now, it's not just right because Khabib says it, but none of these things come about if you don't start the narrative. There are no big fights. There are no contests. There are no matches. Nobody's getting the main event at the White House that doesn't campaign for it. It's not like a bunch of guys are going to put in and then the UFC sits down and makes some phone calls one day and we all read about it on Bloody Elbow. Like, it's not like that. A couple of guys are going to step forward. They're going to make their absolute best arguments. We'll see who wins, but that's who the main event will be. Now, I want to stay on Islam and Topuria. I want to stay on Islam and Topuria for one final point. And that one final point, it matters whose belt they're fighting for. It does. And the conversation around it. Hello, I'm doing a little YouTube video. Hey, let me ask you a question. What's the bigger fight? Jon Jones versus Alex Pereira or Islam versus Ilia Topuria? Right now.
Alex.
Alex versus Jones.
Yeah.
And who wins that fight?
Alex.
All right. Who wins with Islam versus Jack?
Islam.
Islam. Thank you, buddy. Hey, I don't think I disagree. I don't think I disagree with anything he just said. I want to make this final point to you guys. And it's not what Khabib's going to like. Khabib's wrong. Khabib needs to look at this differently, okay? If Islam and Ilia fight, the question becomes, whose belt are we fighting over? And they want, Khabib, they want to come down to 155. That's the part, they get that out of their head. Build into this, all you want is the fight, right? It doesn't matter whose belt. You just want to beat the other guy and have that for your legacy. The story is bigger because if we do it at 170, you now have the opportunity for the first ever champ. And that's an opportunity for Ilia, which is why Team Khabib will miss it. They'll miss it. They'll want to do what's best for their guy. Forget what's best for your guy. Get the fight. Best way to get the fight. Do it at 170. Let Ilia come up. This is a conversation for another day, and it's a conversation we might not even be having, but Khabib brought it up, and for right now, I like where Khabib's going with it. But I don't want him to miss the play. The play is to create an opportunity for a champ, even if that opportunity is not for his athlete.